Welcome back to episode 8 of Learning the Horizon. We're going to finish off where we left off so long ago. Finish off from where we left off. Last we were here a little over a month ago, I think, at this point. I've been sick and also like just not streaming these that much, not streaming Horizon as much, but still wanting to finish off this New Game Plus ultra hard showcase of the battle strats that kind of go in line with the platforming and everything else that we showcased in the story run. So welcome in, strap in, time to learn the cool route to start. So we ended up here all the way through beta, basically, in the first part of this, and I do think we'll finish this today. So we'll have the coal route to finish, we'll have Poseidon to do, Thebes, Gemini, Regala, that kind of stuff. So the back end of the run. One moment. So Wolfie, thank you very much for the 15-month subscription to the channel. I did not go live on the wrong channel. It's just been a while since I've done one. But welcome in, Dorian, Aaron. Good to see you guys. So yeah, we'll be here. Feel free to ask questions in chat. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to put some questions in the comments if you have any question about build or where you're shooting or what you're trying to accomplish. I'm happy to, elaborate where I can. Anyhow. So, and let me know if there's any echoes or any of that sort going on. So we're here after getting beta, which is up at this research lab. So that's the first quest that you have to do after returning the first sub-function. So the rest of our time is going to be spent here, down in Las Vegas. We're going to spend a little time heading down this way from this direction, and then we'll spend some time over here as well. So and then after that, we'll head back to the desert for Gemini and Regala, and then we will finish off with Tilda and the Zeniths. So we're here at the cool route. We fast traveled here from the base, and it's a good spot to do so because there's this campfire here if you need a good save file. One of the things we need to do is get low health, because we're not low health right now. So we'll do that. We'll head in here. Another thing you can do while you're doing this is to triple notch your bow for frost arrows, because you're going to need these along with your chain burst for the cool route fight. And again, you can always check the directions and stuff where I'm headed, or if you want, or any tips and tricks on where to go and stuff are in the story tutorial for platforming. So
turned into a fighting ring.
So we're going to talk to Hikaro and Katalo. And one thing you can do here, which there are a few places in this run that we do it, is to restock at our stash. This is a good opportunity because it's right here. So we just hop in here, get that, just make our way to the fight. And so what you want is frost arrows and then your elite sharp shot bow arrows. So we're going to switch back and forth between triple notching the frost arrows and then switching over to sharpshoot with our focus shot. And that should do enough damage to take out large groups of enemies once you've frozen them. You also want to be on your stamina potions here in case you need to get more stamina while you're fighting. You can run out if things don't go very well. So we'll skip this. We're gonna proc our chain burst here, and then we're gonna go ahead and freeze. That's not it. I'm not on the right one. Want that. Now we switch back, triple notch again. And I missed. So this is where I'm saying it can go kind of wrong. Wow, they move right out of the way, don't they?
The weapons along the side. Use them.
Bad showcase is bad. Anyhow. Alright, we're gonna restart this because I'm terrible. Anyhow. So, the idea, and I haven't done it in a long time. That's not it. That one. Is to hit them with the frost arrows and then hit them with the sharp shot. So, here. Restock.
For that, Outlander.
Triple notch. And I switched over because I was demonstrating kind of what to do. Oh, you have to talk to them first. I'm dumb. Well, it's a good start. Haven't done the run in a while or practiced it, but when you start from the boss battle, you have to talk to Hikaru and Katalu again, but it's a shortened thing here.
There's armor in that chest.
All right. So we're low health. We've got triple notched frost arrows, and we have a quick switch on our elite arrows. So we will try this again.
There's Dakota. Yes, of course.
Look, comrade.
And then, of course, stamina potions down in our quick menu as well. We use acid traps in beta, so you'll just need to know where to switch from there. Just rusty. Yeah.
Hold them back!
So, chain burst. There it is. Oh.
Keep firing, Aloy! Push through! Just a few stragglers left.
I don't know why that didn't do that, but that should work. So, the ones in the back came down and got hit by that last shot there, and I actually got a crit, so everything did 6,000 damage. So that's kind of what you're looking for, and then you want, obviously, this cutscene to play. When it's done well, it looks like that. I got no crit on that first shot on the Ravager, but sometimes that's going to happen with our build, so you just want to have the presence of mind to, you know, reload your sharp shot bow and take another shot. You can do the quick switch reload to make it a little bit quicker. Or if you get the kill, but just the presence of mind to switch over to your frost, triple notch it, find the nearest thing that you can freeze everything with, and then take another sharp shot, like quick switch and sharp shot. And just do this in practice over and over, because the rhythm is, as you saw the first time I did this, it takes a minute to get it back. But once you do, and you do know where to shoot, you know, the backs of Ravagers are great. Shooting off their guns is a great way to get like component damage or whatever, and an extra chance at a crit, even though that didn't happen for me. And then just hitting, you know, anywhere on like one of the Scroungers or something like that that's in there does a bunch of damage. So like you can definitely get in and find some good spots to shoot these machines when they're frozen, and they'll all stop for just a bit. So if you're quick about switching to your sharp shot bow and finding a good spot to shoot them, you're going to do fine here. So once you get to this cutscene, hey Alice, welcome in. We're going to skip, and I had triple notched 3 of these while we waited for the cutscene. So that's the last thing you want to do in that first phase. Once you know you've killed the machines, immediately ready your triple notch here. You don't, it's not needed, like you could do this without it, excuse me. But it's a nice way to quickly be ready for this fight. And what I did there was jumped and waited for her to start dropping before firing off those 3 arrows. And by doing that, you get an agility bonus to the freeze, and it will freeze up the snake, you know, faster that way. If it doesn't, you take another shot at it and it'll be frozen. But that's just the quick way to do it, is to have it loaded up before the cutscene, take the jump shot, and then immediately switch. And if you can hit the earth grinders in the mouth, you can get a one shot just like that. So that worked out perfectly that second try there. So basically that's where you're headed. You may get a different movement out of the snake, but you can essentially shoot it anywhere and get a 2-shot on it. as long as you don't hit plate. Like, just shoot it somewhere with that isn't covered in, you know, the armor or whatever. So, but works out pretty well. I'll go back one more time just to show the whole thing, because we're doing tutorial here. So I'm just gonna do this because it's practice. You would do this on your way in.
That's good. Strike. There's armor in that chest.
Normally during a run. So
Leprechaun,
stop here, even though, yeah,
face our new marshals.
don't think I really needed to reload.
Leprechaun is safe.
Got some shards riding on.
There's Dakota. His thugs, of course.
Look coming.
Okay.
All right, so we head up to the fight.
Defenders should be at the end of this trench.
And look, we are not alone in this fight.
Skip,
Hold them back.
Chainburst Valor. Generally, the Claw Striders coming down here are a good place to shoot, because then you'll get them like this.
Firing Aloy. Push through. Just a few stragglers left.
I don't know if that's gonna do it or not. It is. So you saw that there were still machines back there, but I killed enough of the first two waves for it to think I killed everything. Like, I killed them all at the same time, and the game just kind of like freaks out. We talked about this a little bit during the New Game Plus story run, and if you get the second wave of enemies all at the same time, it takes the third wave a little bit to spawn in, and in that time the game just thinks you've already defeated all the enemies, so it gives you the cutscene basically. So we got that here, which is great. So I've triple notched. Do that.
Hopefully the generic will find his shots from that.
And so you might not always get it in one, but 2 shots is gonna do it. As long as you're not hitting, that's loud. As long as you're not hitting armor and you get some crits, you're gonna be fine. So, so that's that. And then we skip the cutscene. Head up here.
Regala went after Hikaru and Katala. I gotta get to them.
Get inside. Champion, get to the chief.
Go! Get to the
Let's see how this
And while it's rare, you just be careful not to die up here by getting hit by these guys. It's happened to me on a crap run before, but then we drop down here.
Come on, Ether. Time to go home.
So we're gonna return Ether, head back to the base, just like the normal route.
Yes. Elizabeth Sobek.
Oh,
Alpha Pro.
my wife's making chicken teriyaki. It smells delicious.
Restoring ether subordinate function to original code.
All right. So as soon as you see the save circle on the bottom right,
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
you can restart from save, and that'll put you back up top. Head across.
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of
Then we fast travel after we skip the cutscene. And this is on PC, so the map moves really quickly. All right. So this is our second subordinate function.
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned, and I see you have recovered ether.
Aloy, can you come downstairs?
So
Something you need to hear.
you do have to do this dialogue.
I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to
Doors closed on PC.
within the facility.
Got it.
Whoops. I went a little too far there. So we open the door, skip the cutscene, talk a little bit, skip a cutscene, don't get the bounce back on the selection. And then you can immediately head off to the Tower of Tears. And so before bringing back to Meter, we had done the part of the route where we've already got the pieces for the diving mask here. So when we go inside, we just need to craft it and move on. So jump up here.
What?
I've got I think.
That won't work.
Menuing is so smooth on PC. It like goes so much faster.
It's some. I think it.
Well, like we. Let's
What?
image.
Time.
From that.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna eat our ruby sunrise here so we can do our swim. Doesn't want to go down, but that's fine.
So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here.
No, Aloy, no.
The mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before. Hup. Hup. Nautical lights. It must be Poseidon's doing.
PC version is so bright under the water. I love it.
Poseidon's down here somewhere. Gotta find.
Like the same with Aloy's outfits, the colors just seem brighter.
Whoa!
Right, so we head past the Tide Ripper.
There's no way I can fight that thing underwater. I'll have to be careful. This place is massive. All of it is still the door on the other side.
So we get the door. You gotta wait for the dome.
Is that the machine spotting me?
What do you want to call it?
Way to deal with it first.
Dialogue.
Warren
That's
said
the
he
word
saw
for
a
it.
red light near the floor when the water rushed in. Almost like a warning. Some kind of alarm system. There. Red light.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic.
Go up. I was trying to change. So, at some point in this swim, you want to switch to your, or sometime before this, switch to your acid bombs because we're going to use the,
Drain all the water. And fight that big machine.
like the animation cancel that comes with using them. So, like we did in beta, we'll use the bomb to basically knock us off of an animation that we would normally do otherwise. Yep. I don't understand what she's doing, but that's fine. If you don't mind, Aloy, thank you. Alright, so we get the first node here, and this is where we want to do the... So this will stop us from actually having to turn the valve, and we can be ready to hop in when that starts moving.
There. Back down. Better swim back up and find the other node.
Okay, so cut across.
Stations should be at the south end of the dome.
Getting used to the field of view, it's like making my movements feel a little weird, but that's fine. I haven't played on PC in a while either. Welcome back, ISO.
There's the access point.
The face paint is a little weird when you put it on, I think, in whatever settlement you're in, but once I leave the settlement, it works fine. So I don't know if that's a me thing or what, but anyway. We're gonna go up here when she decides to go up. I'm not a big fan of the wall climb on PC. It's a little bit more difficult. So I just do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, I didn't use the acid bombs. Sorry. You can do that here.
Now
So,
to activate the emergency turret to the maintenance station.
and then we'll do the wiggle. You're not supposed to go all the way up. Aloy? I'm having trouble with this right now. So the way it's explained to me is you have to start out up against this wall. and then move up again, collide while moving left into the pipe wall. There we go, like that. So there's a very good explanation of this between Driver and B-Dud in the Discord. I suggest you check it out and look at it. It's much better than I can dictate it. But essentially what you're looking to do is where the two walls come together. Here in the water, there's that little space between them, and that's essentially a collision point where Aloy can connect them. And so when you start, you want to be facing the wall you're looking to clip through and pressing up against that when you start your circle swim. And then in the middle of that circle swim animation, turn left so that Aloy is going towards the pipe wall there. That is kind of the pinch point. And as she turns, her position should get reset to the other side of the wall. And then her rising to the top is just her continuing to swim against the outside there, basically, and moving up. It happens a lot in, like, swimming and stuff against, like, surfaces or whatever. But that's kind of the general idea. But there's more of an explanation in Discord as well, and, like, a discussion about it, too. So I would suggest going there as well. There'll be a link to the Discord on the channel. So anyway, so we made it through here. I didn't really know the how behind all of this when we did the New Game Plus run tutorial, so now that I've understood it a little better, it still doesn't work every time, obviously, but like you can get a better hang of it knowing what it is you're trying to accomplish, obviously. All right, so we're headed this way, and we want to make sure she talks about the light up there.
Tower. Just like at the console.
Otherwise, you gotta wait for it when you get into the room.
That might be the
It'll still happen eventually, but it's just kind of slows you down. Back the other way. Keep going.
there.
Okay, so here's the restart from save after you see the save circle, and then just restart from save again. And that puts you out here. And because we restarted from save, we need to get low health. There's a couple of places you can do that here. Don't shoot your bomb into any of the water, because it will take a second to explode, and it may not do full damage if it even hits you. So what I like to do is to just go like this, up against there, and keep going. And then we want freeze arrows.
Purge left these machines behind.
And then I am going to need more than one of these, so do that. So we're doing freeze, and then elite sharp shot again, as always, with low health. That was armor plate.
Down it goes!
Alright, so a couple schools of thought here on ultra hard. Because you may have to take a bunch of shots like this, you will see, say, Elk do this, where he rolls between shots to get closer to the door and then continues to run. On PS5, that is probably the way to go. I would say that if you do it right and you get a good fight with Nessie and you get over there quickly and nothing slows you down, you don't have to take a bunch of shots or whatever, it's probably better than RFSing. But once it's dead on PC, you should restart from save because of load remover. So this is going to put me basically where Nessie's head is about to fall. It's going to put me over there, and that's free time for you on PC, so I would take advantage of that. The load is pretty quick, and it brings you quite a bit closer to the door, so...
Poseidon should be somewhere beyond this door. Time to bring it home.
And I'm out of the ammo I'm gonna need, but we'll get there. Be able to craft while I'm on my way to Thebes.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There.
All right.
Should be able to use that console.
And that's Poseidon. Nothing really different other than you have to freeze Nessie and kill her with a few extra shots. You do the same or use a spike trap or a spike propelled spike on story as well. So really no big difference as long as your critical hits work out, which mine did not all do that. So
Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
Ah,
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking.
you're running on
a second
PC to submit to GDQ? Nice.
Moreland and crew must have headed back up top. With all the embers they could carry, I bet.
It's gonna be, you're gonna be in that neck of the woods when it comes around next, right? Alice? Pittsburgh? Unfortunately. I mean, if you want to go to GDQ, pretty fortunate. So, on the way out, we, the usual pull casting and canceling. So we use the heavy swing to cancel a lot of that movement. All the little animations or the long launches when you want to be on the ground quickly. And then you cancel those with aiming. So you can just shoot yourself over here from that pull cast point if you heavy swing in the air. See how she still, even though I let go of the aim, she still does the swing. So as long as you hold the aim, she'll just land. And you can control her while she's doing the hunter's reflexes. So trying to graduate and move. Yes, that's one of those things. So we skip this, head to the map, go back to the base. And this we should be able to go inside the door here and then restart from save to put us in front of Gaia. There's a little save circle there. That saves you all that running in here, obviously opening the other door and all that stuff. So it saves you like 10 or 15 seconds just doing a restart from save. And on PC, I mean, you lose or you get the load remove time as well. So like it's, you know, just really good strategy to have. So now we're going to go to the shelter that we got while we were getting Demeter. While we were running around in here, we get this shelter. And we want to be on our Sunwing and call it right away, because Katalo is going to talk, and you can't call it while he does that.
You need to resupply en route. I suggest stopping at Fall's Edge.
So we'll do more barrel rolls.
It's a lowland clan village southwest of the grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice.
And yes, you can do barrel rolls and craft ammo at the same time. If you want. My thumb apparently is long enough to press both X and triangle. So now we're making our way to the boat so we can head to San Francisco. And the next fight will be the Thunderjaw fight, which in New Game Plus story is just a propelled spike from victory. Here you are really gonna need to hit him right in the forehead. You can take extra shots and hit other spots and definitely kill him that way, but the easiest 2 shots to kill the Thunderjaw, one of them needs to be a crit, and you're likely to get a crit hitting him on the forehead, but it's still pretty rough when it doesn't happen. We have a live Slaughter Spine, everyone. Apex Slaughter Spine. Rebels ran away from the Apex.
Time to cross the water, look for landfall, and oh no, I'm here. That's strange. Well,
You can also just craft here when you land.
from taking a boat.
I was just showing off. Yo, have a good night, ISO. Thanks for stopping in.
Ferry either. Where are the Quinn?
So you can, like with the hologram for Silence, we can do a quick save here to shorten some dialogue and call our mount. There it's to start a different hologram, but the downside to this is you now need to go low health again. So you either need to drop off of your Sunwing to get low health, or you need to bomb yourself before shooting the Thunderjaw. So otherwise, just let her talk and run across the bridge and just keep calling your mount until it shows up. Usually about halfway up the hill, it'll whistle for it. But if you're quick about the quick save and the restart from save, I need to increase the dead zone on the controller because I keep getting snapback. She like turned back around when I stopped to do a quick save. It happens when I do dialogue selections as well. On PC, you can get a lot of snapback if your dead zone is at 0. Anyway, so we're gonna head here to Legacy's Landfall. Drop off.
What? Top.
We gotta skip a cutscene and it's an immediate down and left selection. Now we're waiting on this, which is really good RNG.
To the big pyramid to fight the.
And so we'll head over here. What I like to do is bomb myself when I get there, because I'll just like get on the ground, shoot myself, and we'll be good.
The machine will kill you!
Ah! There you are.
So you gotta wait for him to turn anyway. And I got the crit. 2 shots.
Your CEO sent me. I need to speak to Alva.
By all means, then. Open the gates!
Going down.
So you can go in that way and not have to wait for them to open the door. It's a little goofy. Side-eye Alva. Huh. That's pretty good. That's going in the slide reel. All right.
The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the
You don't have to. Once you've killed it, you just turn around and wait for the door to open. Should have eaten my food, though. That's one thing I didn't do, so we're gonna have to eat food before we swim into Thebes here.
Thebes awaits us below, shall we?
Which, doing that other strat just gets you over the wall because there's an invisible wall there that you can't get through. You can jump your way up there and like go over the top and not have to wait for the door. But yeah, I should have eaten the food after I shot the TJ. Alright, so we'll skip. It's really not a huge time loss, obviously, to have to eat, but press the wrong button. There's a couple of ways to do this now. So there's a hole down below me. I believe driver found another way to go through, like kind of a little bit earlier here. I'm gonna use the one that's up here, I think, because that's the one I know. So we're gonna do another wiggle. Really hard to see here. There we go. So just left first and then right, and then she slides through the wall. Excuse you? Guess we're starting over. There's supposed to be water there, right? Let's try that again. Whee! Yeah, believe I fell over there. Everything else went great.
It's huge. That goes all the way down to the.
There is another trick to doing this. Sorry, the one that driver just found uses the Sunwing, and you can actually get it to fly inside of Thebes, which I found pretty funny. Anyway, there's a few places you can cut through here. Some of them are probably lower, and you can get to them faster, but I like this little spot here, so Yep, so you just press left and circle, and then press right, and she'll eventually kind of shift her way through. Bro, I'm gonna need you to stay in the water. Just go up this way.
Okay, I'm inside.
Whee!
How do I let the queen in?
So you come up in through the wall there.
Exercise room?
Pry the door open. Yeah, I feel like the hitboxes for the water are a little mixed up underneath. Like, it looks like it's there, but it's really not. Like a lot of things underneath the map. But yeah, that's fair. It's a bummer if it happens when you're on a good pace. It's a lot of time loss, so something you really don't want to happen, but we're here showcasing how to do things, so that helps. So we need to get low health. We switch back to our lead arrows, put on our business jammies. We'll lose a little more health too by jumping and doing the skip here. So we go through the door.
Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets.
Twisted Aloy. There we go. There we go. Open. Aloy, open. Thank you. Ah, come on, dude. Gonna die if you keep that up. Oh, we got some shock, it looks like. There we go. Anyway, you want to shoot for the eyes. Right in the eyes. Let's go back, actually, and do that again. I just missed that first one. I don't know how far back we are. Right here? Right here. Good.
Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
That was the wrong one.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find him.
Let's go find him. Is that a vent? A secret vent of some sort?
A monument to...
Look at her waist when she jumps away like that. Look at that. Anyway.
It's a monument to something, I'll give you that.
Do the thing. She's not doing the thing. Do the thing. There we go. Alright. It's not as hard as it looks. Anyway. The fight should go like this. 1, 2. So you want to try and get them right in the eye. Otherwise, you can shoot 2 shots into their weak point, the weapons. So, a couple of different ways to do it, but that's how the fight should go. Thank you for bearing with me while I hydrate. Also, if the fight goes wrong, don't go to the door right away. After you kill the corruptors, let the dialogue play, or you'll get soft locked here.
An impressive setup.
I don't know why it happens, but it like skips a checkpoint or something that you kind of need. So, all right, let's do that. I'm almost out of sludge, so we're gonna use our acid traps here to get extra volatile sludge for the rest of the run.
After the next treatment. God knows what Ted'll do to us if there isn't.
That'll be 15.
The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
So, because traps don't really work... We skip this cutscene. Because traps don't really work on PC that well, there's too many enemy iframes apparently for them now. We are going to use our spike trap.
We're getting closer to the heart of this place. I can feel it.
To lay it next to the fire guy.
Is that a vent of some sort?
Of some sort.
Bad idea.
We're stuck. There we go. If you do that roll, you can get kind of stuck on the end. Just back up and go forward, and it'll, like on the way down here on that slope. But yeah, you can stop. So what I'm gonna do is throw this here.
Maybe I can access.
Oh, it goes away. That's awesome. Yeah, and this is why. So the stun lock for this is crazy. I don't understand why they are able to just fire immediately, but if you get hit by that Deathbringer gun while you're trying to shoot, this is what happens. So I'm gonna head backwards just a little bit. I didn't realize spike traps would get eaten by that. So what I would normally do, because it helps to stagger these guys a little bit, is to put one of these here. And I missed it. I seriously, it's just not doing it right now. Try that. Give me a moment. I'll get it. You have to point straight down. There we go. So
Maybe I can access Ted's files from here.
see, and like what you're looking for are one shots on the two big guys and a one shot on this guy, and like it's just difficult to do because of that Deathbringer gun and because you don't get the stagger that you're looking for from that trap. Like it should stagger both of them and it just doesn't, like most of the time. So we're going to just go with these shots and see if it works. PC is like, it boggles me a little bit because my strats don't work. So one, two, there it goes. They were nice to me for a change. 3, or not.
Pharaoh rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to.
Okay, so that's about that. I'm not gonna do it again, but yeah. And then if you heal yourself here, you can actually make your way through the fire a little bit. In certain places, so like right here.
More soldiers up ahead.
Ah, move.
Targeting!
Okay. Get splat percent. Again, the way out over there doesn't work on PC, as far as I know, with any patches, so you kind of have to go out this way.
Soldiers above us.
Oh, that didn't work. All right, that's fine. If you go hard left there, most times they won't notice you, and you'll skip this. It'll skip the bridge breaking here, so you can just kind of run and slide. But I didn't quite get it right. I think I showcased it on New Game Plus, but if not, we'll probably do it elsewise in other runs. So that's Thebes. You want to head back to the base. And again, like, the fight strats are mostly, again, sharp shot bow to weak points. With the human enemies, legs, generally, it seems like are the way to go. Because there's just things that are open there. I never noticed the 46 was vertical, by the way. There. That was weird. Seems like a bug. Anyhow. So yeah, just, you know, pick your spots, practice a little bit, and try not to get stun locked by those two big guys. The one big guy, really. The other guy with the fire will just drain your health. So. Alright, so we're here. We skip, we head down to talk to Beta. Let's see Rost.
Aloy.
We don't.
Good.
This is all dialogue skip with the down and left selection.
I see. You're right. So don't. I don't know. I look. You erased. What paid? It's.
Hi, Rost.
The day. He. It's.
Hi, Rost.
You don't. Oh, you're right. But you. Yes. If it. I don't want. Okay, promise. I promise. To make it as. I'll be.
So now we want to head upstairs.
Whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Okay.
Hello again, Aloy. Are you all...
So we'll skip this, do the Gemini selection. And so we want to head this way.
Time to fight.
We need 3 of these. You're going to do the jump again. I don't know why that didn't work. And then you want to hit him once he's frozen. Right in the eye if he doesn't move at the last instant. Alright, let's go back. That seems like a good thing to do when things go bad. I don't know why he didn't freeze right away, to be honest. I might have... The second shot should have done it, but we'll get him. So you want that, and you want these to be loaded up, which is something I should have done before I got here. I just didn't. Rust. So we skip these, and you always want to head up here for the behemoth, because he'll stop in his tracks if you come up this way. Do the quick switch reload, shoot him again, there we go. And if you hit him in the eye with a crit, I just missed that, he should die in 1. And if you can hit him in the gun and get a crit, he should die in 1. So, there's that. So we're gonna head over here, and so things are a little bit different on Ultra Hard. New Game Plus, we go straight for the leap lashers and things. Over here, we're gonna go, so we would go left, but we're gonna go right, and first we're gonna switch, or proc our chain burst. So we'll turn that on, and we need propelled spikes.
I'm gonna shut it down.
So we wait for him. Chain burst takes not all of them out. Why? Wow, definitely really not cool. This is really bad. I don't know why that happened at all. What is going on here?
Well, that doesn't sound good.
So that's how it should happen. All of them should die at the same time. I'm not really sure why that happened, but
Managed to rewire most of the components.
you want to have 3 frost arrows for the next one. We will go over this again.
There should be a node you can open.
So we get here, and we have to override this one partially, just like we would have in the other room. The first one you do is always that way. Actually, don't think I need 3.
Oh, great.
And so you have to kind of wait for the bellow back here, so that you hit him and do the damage and kill him in 1. So now we're gonna wait for the Claw Strider, good old Mark. Once he's through, freeze him, shoot him, and be right here at the uplink.
I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now. Nice. Thanks.
And so, because we're running out of sludge, I'm gonna switch to regular sharp shot bow arrows and some freeze here, just to kind of take care of these guys.
Find a way over it.
Nope, not that one.
War machines keep coming. Please tell me you're getting close.
I'm working on it.
And that should help you kind of take care of these guys. So you want to keep moving through, obviously, to make your way over here and do the Gemini skip. You can kill those guys without freezing them, but why? It's just so much more consistent to stop them and take a shot when they're brittle. So it's one of the things you can definitely do. So we're gonna switch to our rope caster, climb up. That. If Aloy decides to jump. And we let the
Out of here.
There should be another note.
we let the long leg go so that we could tie him down. Haha. And so now we want 1, 2.
Autonomous defenses.
Oh, here we go again.
No.
That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
No crit. I didn't want to have to do that, but apparently the explosion was blocked. I thought I was going to get knocked over. So I'm going to need these.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge.
So now we head to the next room.
Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Festus was building. It must have finished it.
Powerful. Whatever it is.
I should scan it first. The things on its legs are glowing. I think it's target out.
Okay, so we freeze and kill.
You did it! There should be one.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
So on your way in here, you saw me, like, I had to craft because I've used so much ammo. Critical hits are so necessary, and not missing. Like, just don't miss. I missed one of the leap lashers, you know, like using 3 of them on the Watcher when I shouldn't have. I definitely did that. Like, don't waste volatile sludge ammo in this run. It's like one of the major things that you don't want to do. There are always places where you can get to a stash, but that's time. So like when I get back, I could go to the stash. When I'm in my, like, go into my room, go to the stash or whichever. But as long as I have at least 4, I think, arrows, I should be okay with the Regala fight. So anyway, if you do need some, I think you can get some here.
Got it. Hephaestus has
No, you can't. That's stupid.
Make sure it stays there.
The Claw Strider, I think, sometimes drops it too, but there are some places you can pick it up in Gemini if you do need a couple of them just for crafting, but I should have enough now
Any of this without you.
to finish. I don't have enough sludge to craft again, though, so I will probably have to go to the stash for Tilda.
Aloy.
Using 2 of these shots on the behemoth in this room, that was another issue. So, like, things like that you just don't want to happen. Say goodbye to Varl. Bye, Varl. So we skip. Head back up to talk to Tilda and leave.
What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and done so soon.
I've got more important things.
So there's a cutscene to skip and a down left selection of dialogue. And another skip, and then we just turn around.
Erend, are you there?
Head up here.
Looks like
Cancel Aaron's dialogue, and you can go to the map and fast travel back to the base.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into.
And so here, actually, we can do the trap trick again if you're quick about it.
Can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against.
That should do it for the rest of the run.
Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
So you can open the door and then do the data point, and that allows you to just kind of go right to the map here.
Check on Zoe.
God, the loading times on PC are so fast.
Over here, Am.
So we talk to Zoe, skip that dialogue, go back to the campfire.
I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now,
Now we go inside.
I need to go to the fabrication.
Now we make the Sunwing override as part of the story.
Then I'll use it on the Sunwing and get ready for an entry.
Then immediately I always just push a little left and go to this door right here, and it should send you out west of the base.
Override installed.
You can also go up a level of the menu and just zoom out a little bit, and you'll be right on the base, and if you travel there, you'll get sent out here as well. Hey, thanks for being here, Wolfie. Have a good night. Thanks for banning the bots. I don't need your viewers. We have the best viewers. So you don't have your mount here, so you can't call your mount to get up here.
I'll have to approach them quietly.
Your charger mount. But so you got to run up here after we're heading to San Francisco, because you kind of lose out on it. Gonna need you to let me mount the mount. I would like to mount the mount. Thank you.
Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to.
So now we're gonna head to the tall neck, and I have to heal so that we can jump off the tall neck.
To activate them, I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as tallnecks. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
A little further to the left than I thought. All right.
There's a tall neck. Need to get on top of its head. Now, how to land this thing?
I feel like he got quite a ways around the circle because I didn't get the cutscene right away. I usually catch him at the front of it on PC, but it took a little bit to trigger the cutscene.
Okay, Tilda, up over in the tall neck.
Hey, one try.
And the energy cells are now.
All right. So you jump off by doing a jump slash right next to the antenna on the back, like the things that stick out. That hitbox there, there's like a little hole through it that you can kind of slip through, but you kind of need to be right next to it. You can get off on the other ends, but I think it's more about how far off she steps before you jump. But when you're real up against those little radar things on the back of him, it's a lot easier to just hop off in one go. So you want to head towards the Horus arm until you can call the mount. That's usually around these trees right here.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
If you get off in one.
Whoa!
Sometimes he doesn't always grab you, but that worked. And this just gets you obviously closer to it rather than further away. Like the tall neck is headed away from the Horus. So if you can get off of it and get this call a lot closer, you save a fair bit of time. So
Reinforcements
and
heading for the grove.
doubly so, you do have to heal before you do this because you'll be low health from the previous section. But jumping off the tall neck will put you back into your low health status as well, so no worries there.
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back. Got the cell. Now on to the grove.
I didn't need to press X. Whoops.
Pulse from the tall neck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. It'll be useful, even after I deal with the Gala.
Alright, so once you get to about this ridge face here, or over the water, we're gonna trigger the cutscene.
Alright, here we go.
We're gonna skip it. Now when you try to do a focus shot, she's gonna move, so just be patient until she stands up. Concentrate and shoot her in the knee.
Alright.
Same here, just concentrate right in the chest. And now you want to shoot quicker than that, actually. And not getting the crit there is what cost me. Not gonna get a crit, apparently, at all.
Your blood?
This is really bad.
It's no good. Gotta...
Right through her, I guess. So, that's not how this is supposed to work at all. It's fine, though. Yeah, this is just not good.
Come to me!
So if you mess up, you lose a lot of time, as you see. And so what you should do is hit her in both legs like that, but right away. If you shoot her immediately at the beginning of phase 3, and it's really hard to go back now and show you the whole fight. We can go back, I think, to phase 1. How far back here? Yeah, this is how far back it really goes. Yep, so here's the cutscene. So we skip. I need to go like that. Got her in one there.
So that's how it's gonna be.
And and yeah, so I need to be better, apparently. Boy, she really... I'm shooting right through her. This is not good. But you kind of see what I'm getting at here. I've lost all my autosave spots now, so... So if you shoot her in the right leg, she'll do that, and then you can shoot her in the left leg. Since I'm not low health, I'm not getting enough damage to finish her off. But that should have been how it works. Oh, that happened. That already got the autosave. Alright, anyhow. Third phase is shoot to the right, her left leg, your right, and then she'll roll to the left, and it just shows her knee there on the outside of the barrier. So you can shoot that knee when she rolls over. If you have to shoot her left knee quickly on that phase 3, you need to be ready for it. So as many times as you can. This is a bad split to practice, because if you want to do it, you basically have to go back to the boss battle, quick save or auto save or whatever, for it to like give you a chance at the whole thing every time. But that's all the flying and the tall neck escape and all that stuff, so just something to keep in mind. This is a quick fight if you get all 4 shots well. You die. And so we skip all these cutscenes, skip the dialogue with silence.
No, because and get so time and don't.
And hopefully we weren't too late. Nope, good. If you're too late after talking to silence, you can't fast travel, and you have to restart from save to put yourself outside, and then you can fast travel. So now we head in, skip. We're gonna head back here to our stash, because this is our last chance to do so. And I could really use just a refill so we don't have to worry about it. That last bit of trap deconstruction that I was doing before we came in and did the Regala quest. Should be enough, but I was already using everything, so I was like, yeah, we'll just pick it up. So we skip these cutscenes, go to the top level map, head down to Tilda's place. We're gonna head to Singularity Quest, the Zenus base. So we'll get to do the shield skip. We'll fight Eric, which is hopefully just a headshot. And yeah, should be all right. Not a terribly like long showcase of the new game plus ultra hard. This is going to be in 2 parts, where I think story was in 6 parts because we were going over the platforming and all that stuff. So again, if you want the way I do platforming and the things I look for and which ways to go and stuff, and some other options as well, and some tips and tricks on all that stuff, those are in the new game plus tutorial. So, and I do like recommend learning the route on story even if you plan to run on ultra hard, because like the routing is the same. It's just like the difference in what you're gonna fight. So I always recommend running story just because it's fun. But it really does teach you to be quick about the movement rather than the fights when you play on the easy difficulties. Whereas here you really want to focus on getting the right shots, hopefully getting crits, which it's RNG, but you know, matters. As we saw in the Regala fight. If you don't get it, it doesn't work. I did get the first crit on her that first attempt on phase 3, but second one did not want to work. But she has something like 7,000 health, so like you do need like 2 crits. What are we doing here? The movement is different on PC as well with the mount, so still kind of getting used to that. Gonna need to do I think another casual playthrough of this on PC.
Oops, going too far.
Okay. So we'll go outside the barrier, call them out. And send them through the shield and then call them again. Whoops, he didn't go through. Now I gotta wait for him to move, kind of get to my left. Yeah, wasn't far enough. Okay. Do it this way. I didn't even hear the whistle. What are you doing, Mount? Why won't you take me through? What is happening right now? One, I'm not in the right spot. Nope, that's not it either. Alright, well. We'll wait for it again. So, part of this is getting him at the right angle. Like that. So like he kind of has to be sideways ever since they patched this weird. And I'm just a little rusty at it, but it's fine. There are other ways to make it work as well, where like if the camera's behind Aloy and you call him, he'll pick you up from behind. B-Dud, I think, does it that way. I don't know if there's a special place I need to be to call the mount that in there, but like I've never found like where you can call it like right next to the shield or anything like that, so maybe that's just something I need to put more time into. But generally, if you hop off next to the shield, he'll make his way around and you call him when he's like off to your left, and he'll kind of pick you up parallel with the shield face. So once I pass this thing here next to me, I always fast travel from here, because that gives you the checkpoint once you're over the thing. I mean, I used to do the midair one. I I came up with one of the mid-air ways, but it's if I screw it up and you're on the other side, like, you can kind of get stuck. So restart. Didn't get the silence dialogue, that's why I was weirded out there. So we need to go low health here. This is the place to do it, and then just switch to your sharp shot bow.
But Catalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get.
And you make your way down here.
To the top of the tower.
We'll go to the Eric fight.
Aloy, what? Time machine felt.
And one of these days we'll just do a showcase of tricks, like things like how to do everything different ways and stuff. It should be pretty fun.
Just
So we switch. Shoot him right underneath his helmet, right on the back of the neck. And if you get 10,000, you got it. I do the same thing on story, just because, but you can kill him with all kinds of stuff on story. Like you can do a burst dodge with your bombs. Like you can do all kinds of things to take him down. Even like just blowing him up a few times works, you know. Couple of sharp shot, like focus shots, all of it is viable. But that shot to the back of his neck, that still registers as a headshot. If you shoot too low, you'll get like armor hit with his suit or whatever. So just something to keep track of. But yeah, so that's the quick version of that.
okay. I will be in time. Go.
Gotta practice getting up there right away and aiming that shot correctly, because shooting too high you'll hit him on the helmet, which only does like I think like 2,000 damage. So we're gonna triple notch some acid arrows here. So we go to acid arrows, and then you want your quick switch on your elite arrows. Acid works well on specters, so we want that for Spectre Prime.
On the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Spectre Prime.
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. He'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have him.
And we'll get no dialogue because I made it over here before Tilda stopped talking. Okay, so up, back over here, and we go up here. What? Wow, she's really getting caught on everything. Okay, that's cool. It's pretty rare that that happens to me, but so okay, she didn't want to do that either. So there's a neat little skip here. I probably showed it in the other one, but I like to do it, so here we go. And it's the last one, so she's got to kind of catch so you can jump over the pipe here. She didn't want to launch either. And usually it's best if you come at it from under the stairs right there. So like you can land down here
End of the line.
or up here or whatever. Because there's just a little platform, but if you come from under the stairs and kind of go like right there, she's more likely to climb up. She didn't that time, but that's what I found anyhow. She did actually do the wall jump animation. I could have fixed that, but anyway, so we have our 3 acid arrows. So we're gonna do the jump and get our slowdown on the way down. We'll get our agility bonus, and she should get acid status in a single hit if you're lucky. Sometimes it might take another one, but what we want to do is immediately after switch to here and do the focus shot, but you want to hit panels, the gold panels on her. That will give you at least a 20,000 hit if you get a crit on one of them, and you'll have to shoot a second arrow. So we'll do that now. So we activate the console, skip the cutscene. So we get the free or the acid.
I better scan that thing first.
And now we want to hit one of, not that, I guess. Like that. And it wasn't enough. I don't know why I'm not getting enough damage. That first one should have been more than 3k. But anyhow, you kind of get the idea. Get the acid on her, and then hit the gold plates, and that's what's going to do the most damage. We saw the 20,000 shot there. That's what I was going for on the first one, 21,000, whatever it is. But then I think she has 25,000 health or something like that. So it should only be one more shot, but I didn't hit a plate on the second one right away. So anyway, we skipped the cutscene, and that's the end of the run.
It's over. Why couldn't you just...
But yeah, it's acid here, freeze basically everywhere else in the run, and that is that. Like I said 1,000 times, for the platforming and everything else, definitely check out the New Game Plus story one. All of that is gone into detail there. For the, these two parts, just we really focused on what to do in the battles, where to go, how to get your best shots, like things like the quarry fight, how to get a 2-for-1, stuff like that. Yeah.
Everything I
if you freeze instinctively, it's okay.
That knowledge to reach
it's always okay. Everything's gonna be okay. But yeah, there's different ways to beat these as well. If you're not someone who is quick at the switches and all that kind of thing, like freezing all the enemies is good. Like there's, if you're having trouble hitting some of the eye shots or component shots, like obviously practice, but just keep at it, peppering them with arrows, and you will eventually take them down. It is ultra hard, but you're also on a pretty enormous build, especially if you're low health, like you're just gonna do a lot of damage. So so yeah, a little bit of practice with the fights, and you're good to go.
The Apollo database and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge.
All right.
Infinite possibilities. You can join.
I think that's it for New Game Plus runs. Aside from, I guess, BS Hundo is a New Game Plus run, right, Doc?
Just take off.
So I'll be doing something now that we're done with New Game Plus.
Help me fight that.
Talk to Doc. I'll talk to B-Dud. Anyone else who wants to join in on, say, Hundo showcases, stuff to like showcase, parts of that run. We'll probably get an any % run in here at some point. Good stuff.
If you brought Gaia,
anyhow, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out this tutorial as always. If you have questions, we are happy to receive them in the Discord. We are happy to receive them here in the YouTube video. If you're here when we're live for these, I'm happy to take questions live. So definitely reach out to the community. There is a Discord link below in both Twitch and YouTube. About us here at Horizon Speedrun, and we'll see you guys again for another tutorial. Do take care. Bye, Silence.